Hello everyone, we are still on relationship series. Last week we talked about the red and green flags. So now that we have shared some red and green flags, let's look at some of the questions that we need to consider before you decide whether this is actually the person you want to settle down with or not. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building each other's up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." That's what I want us to look at today. So we have to watch what we say to each other. And I have a few points to consider, the questions that we need to ask before we actually make up our minds whether this is the person you want to spend the rest of your lives with. Remember, at the beginning of this series, I said that the relationship I'll be talking about is a relationship that leads to marriage. So, number one, are both of you showing each other genuine love and care? Remember what 1 Peter 4 verse 8 says, "Above all things, have fervent love for one another, for love will cover multitude of sins." So, it's very important. Genuine love and care for each other is very important in any relationship or marriage. So we are now gradually getting into marriage, because after this week, maybe from next week we'll start marriage, unless there's other things for us to consider before then, but I will update you. Number two, do you both fully trust each other? Remember, I said earlier in one of these videos that trust is very paramount, very important in a relationship. So do you really trust each other, that what each other says is what they're doing, and where they say is where they're going, and really trust each other that this relationship will lead you for the rest of your life? Is very important. If there's any doubt, if there's no trust or any atom of doubt about you trusting this person, then you are not yet ready. Number three, are both of you fully aware of how serious you are and your plans for the future? Or is it just one person taking it serious and the other person playing around? Both of you have to decide how serious you want this relationship. Have you shared your family values that are relevant to the relationship? Because some families have their values and things that needs to be considered as you are coming into a family. Because once you now agree to settle with this person, it's no longer just two people's affair. It becomes a family affair. So you must share each other's family values. I'm not saying to start sharing some things that are not relevant. It's not everything that you actually have to share when it comes to family, but those fundamental things that are important in the relationship needs to be shared before you actually decide that, oh, okay, these are the family values, I'm up for it, it's something I can cope with, and vice versa. So very important. And number four, are you both compatible and see yourselves spending the rest of your lives together? Because when we're looking at this relationship series and gradually pointing things out and then getting into marriage, is to help with some of the issues. There are a lot of divorce and a lot of problems in marriages because people are rushing into it without considering some of these things we have been looking at. So, are you compatible? I'm not saying that both of you have to have the same character or the same. No. It's because you are coming from different backgrounds, but are you compatible in ways that will make it possible for both of you to be in this relationship and marry each other and remain there for the rest of your lives? Number five, have you both agreed on some fundamental issues, such as, are we going to have children? Yes, it may surprise you. Some people don't want to have children, so discuss it. Are we going to have children? And if yes, how many? It's not out of place to discuss these things. And also discuss, because of all the surprises we've been getting over this period, discuss if the man is the type that will want to get another wife in future. Some women say that they don't mind, provided they are informed that this may happen in future, so that you have to discuss it. If you think that this may likely happen in future, discuss it. And if the person is one of the women who say that they don't mind, then they have made an informed decision, so that down the line, after a few years, if you decide to, take on another wife, they will not say that you did not discuss it and that it was not agreed. So number 6, your lifestyle. Do you have the same lifestyle? For example, now we are talking about healthy lifestyle, healthy living, the type of food we should be eating, exercises that we should be doing, and other forms of lifestyles. Is the man the type that likes to drink all the time, or vice versa? Because some women drink more than men. Or are you the type that likes to just go out there and live any kind of lifestyle, drinking, socializing all the time, and so on? Discuss that and make sure that you are on the same level or similar level when it comes to things like that, so that it's not when you now get married, one person will always be out and the other person will always be indoors on their own. So that's something that you need to actually discuss. Number 7 is emotionally consistent. Are you both emotionally consistent? This means being able to handle stressful situations and disappointments in a calm and composed manner. You understand, because we're so different. Just give an example of myself and my husband. He is more, I'm the one that will panic and be stressed, get stressed all the time, and he is the calmer one that will be able to say, oh, it's not a big deal. Whatever you bring on, my husband will say it's not a big deal. So it's something that you need to make sure that you are emotionally consistent. And I have to say here that we women, sometimes we can be emotionally inconsistent, in the sense that our hormone goes all over the place some certain time of the month, and certain age. When we get to certain age, we will also have a hormonal imbalance. That might mean that emotionally we are not consistent. So that's something that men need to also understand, so that they will know where we are coming from in situations like that. These points I've written out, they are not exhaustive. There may be other things. I want us in the comment section for you to share other ideas or other questions you think that needs to be asked before you actually go to the next level, which will be marrying that person. And I want to conclude with Philippians 1 verse 3, again talking about love and thinking about somebody. I thank my God each time I remember you. Is this person the type of person you will look back and say all the time and say, I thank my God each time I remember you? Or will it be the person that you'll be sighing each time and say, what have I just done? What have I done? Why am I here with this person? So let us consider this. If we are able to consider these things and prayerfully go into marriage, some of the problems that we experience once we are into marriage may be minimized. So it's very important. Let us be very prayerful and then get prepared. We have to get prepared to get before we get into marriage. Marriage is not for boys and for girls. We have to be prepared all round, bearing in mind these questions and some of the questions that we may come up with. If you have any, drop them in the comment section so that we can just interact there further. Okay, I'm going to stop here and let's continue our journey. But I thought I'll bring this video to us this afternoon. Let us consider this, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye and God bless.